hello! I didn't see you there. I'm Noah Mercer.
I'm Evan Benton.
I'm Raymond Vargas.
I'm Joshua Ramos.
Daniel.
Today, we're going to teach you how Islam spread throughout the Indian Ocean trade network and what effects it had. Alright, so geography also had a role to play in the spread of Islam. Now, Africa and India were on two sides of Arabia, and since they're all in the middle of the Indian Ocean, Islam was easily able to spread to both Africa and India via the Indian Ocean trade network.
Here's a photo of the Indian Ocean Trade Network. Many empires participated in the Indian Ocean Trade Network. Most importantly, the Islamic Empire did, and they played a significant role in the spread of culture. Their religion revolved around trade, so many cities they went to, they emphasized it. Many natives would convert because being a Muslim gave them trading benefits. Furthermore, the Islamic Empire used the Indian Ocean Trade Network to expand religious control and spread their culture as well.
The Islamic control of the Indian Ocean trade network caused Portuguese to want to conquer it. Pope Nicholas V gives Portugal Prince Henry the right to navigate as far as India to help Christians against enemies of the faith. Furthermore, the spread of Islam was not always easy. They often encountered many conflicts along the way, such as the Portuguese. Now here is a picture of Pope Nicholas V.
The Portuguese began to set up a trade post empire in which they dominated the Indian Ocean trade. In creating innovations based on previous inventions, the Portuguese brought many items along with them to this network. Most importantly, they brought Christianity. They saw as their duty to spread it as well as destroy Islam. Therefore, the trade post empires attempted to end Islamic control. This need to end the Islamic culture was a direct effect of them owning the Indian Ocean trade for many years. It also pushed for innovations that altogether threatened the religion and culture.
Here is a picture of the Sultan. Because the Portuguese were against any Muslim Sultan, Nasir al-Din Nusrat Shahs explained, no other ship would be powerful enough to go in or out, and merchants cannot sell the merchandise of the land in it. This shows the hatred that they had for the Islamic people.
Now here's a photo of Ibn Battuta. The spread of Islam was evident on the Swahili coast of East Africa. Battuta saw Muslim societies where religious leaders spoke Arabic, but these were African Muslims, not Arabs. Battuta stated that the rulers, scholars, officials, and big merchants were dark-skinned people speaking African tongues in everyday life.
Merchants are largely credited with the spread of Islam due to the fact that they would go various locations, and at those locations they would spread their customs and ideas to fellow merchants, therefore converting the people of the area into Islam.
Now here's a picture of a Muslim merchant being welcomed by a town. With many different people in these cities, there was not much racism or outcasting by many. Religion created and spread equality between everyone in the Indian Ocean because people just wanted to trade. Because of this want to trade, people had no problem allowing Muslim merchants to come in and trade because they all had desired goods. Here's a map of the trading cities that emerged along the trade route and became centers of flourishing trade. In the emergence of trading cities along the trade route, there were religions that were adopted in these new cities, which came from that of the trading Muslims.
With new cities emerging on the coast and flourishing due to trade, there was much income to these cities, and they became superpowers and centers for cultural diffusion. There would be all different types of people there trading and spreading their culture to each other. Some of these cities that emerged with Muslim following people include Oman and Aden. Here's an image of two coin artifacts that the Muslims used during their trading. The exchange of cultural artifacts among the people is what urged them to convert to the religion that the merchants had, being Islam. These coins, which Muslims use as currency, were some of the artifacts that they traded. People became fond of the artifacts, as well as their meanings, which caused them to be more willing to convert to the Islam religion.
A major effect of the Islamic religion spreading through the Indian Ocean trade network was how the Muslims spread their technology. Technology was spread all through the Indian Ocean trade routes, and the Latin sail is a perfect example because merchants used these sails in order to utilize the monsoon winds, and as they traveled through the various routes, they would introduce these unique sails to other merchants. This is a picture of how technology was traded in the Latin sail. Because there are many countries and the nations involved in the Indian Ocean, it makes technology easier to spread from one part of the world to another part, such as the dhow. If one nation had the dhow and traveled to another city, then that city would want that ship. This is a picture of the dhow.
We're recording.
Oh my god!
How about Christmas Days today? And today we're going to teach you Islam spread.
Now here's a photo of Batuta. The spread of Islam was evident in the Swahili coast of East Africa.